Oh, I am a lonely cowboy, and I'm off on the Texas trail. My trade is cinching saddles and pulling bridle rein, but I can twist the lasso with the greatest skill and ease, or rope and ride a bronco most anywhere I please.
The only film from Maynard's days at First National that is currently available on home video, The Red Raiders is a prime example of the consistent level of quality that this series became famous for. In this film, Ken plays John Scott, a lieutenant in the U.S. Cavalry who is assigned to an outpost out west, where the local Sioux tribe is on the verge of being granted their own reservation. Lone Wolf, played by Chief Yolachi, distrusts the whites and hopes to stir up his people before the reservation can be granted. This film anticipates John Ford's Cavalry pictures, both in its look at white Indian relations and in its portrayal of cavalry life. The tense relationship between the white settlers and the Indians, who both want to avoid a conflict but are forced into it by bad faith actors, is clearly echoed in Ford's Cavalry trilogy. The camaraderie displayed by the men of the troop, and their antagonistic relationship with Polhurst Sergeant Murphy, is very typical not only of Ford's films, but of cavalry movies in general.
Relax!
Another aspect that is later echoed in Ford's movies is the romantic subplot involving Scott and his captain, played by J.P. McGowan, who compete for the interest of Ann Drew's Jane Logan, with McGowan using his authority to try to thwart his subordinates' efforts. With Tarzan's help, Ken is able to outmaneuver him. Tarzan in this film is an unruly horse taken from an outlaw, who the lieutenant's men, as a prank, give to him in place of his new mount. When Maynard's character successfully tames the wild Palomino, he wins the respect of his men, and the undying loyalty of the horse. The kind of showmanship Maynard and his horse were famous for is fully on display here, and Maynard's stunts are breathtaking, whether it's slowing down a runaway wagon, riding a bucking Tarzan, saving one of his men from falling from his mount, or riding Tarzan down a steep incline. The bond shared between Ken and his horse is also really apparent, particularly in the charming scene where he uses the horse to help outwit Captain Ortwell and win the affection of Jane. Albert S. Rogel directs with real panache, using some really innovative and novel camera work to capture the action. His use of POV shots in particular is really unique for a film from this era, and Ross Fisher's camera work is magnificent. Much of the film was shot on the site of the Battle of Little Bighorn, and one of the Indian extras was actually a veteran of that battle. One of the Crow Indian extras was killed while filming one of the battle scenes, but First National was able to settle the matter out of court when it was discovered that the man was murdered by his own son-in-law. The Red Raiders is one of the best westerns of the silent era, effortlessly combining fast-paced action spectacle with amusing human drama.